Okay, should be live here. Hi. Shorter stream today. About 2.5 hours to put in. I want to fix the MOBA. I really want to fix the MOBA today. It's a really cool project, but it's just getting held back by the baselines, training, all that nonsense at the moment. So we have these Wandby graphs, I believe. These should have finished up yesterday. That out of the way. Is this it? No. Previous one. Okay. So we have some graphs. So in this run here, something definitely just broke in the environment at some point. But then even before that, it really didn't make any sense. I think what we're going to do here today, we're going to just go to the main box. We're going to see what's happening around when one of the game ends. And we're going to see if we can fix training based on that. I think it should actually be fairly doable now because we have scripted opponents. Whereas before we had the whole thing with like self-play and a whole bunch of additional variables. We didn't remove self-play. That's still very important. But I don't think it should be the default setting for simpler tests. Like the simpler test is just can you beat a kind of dumb scripted opponent. And I think that'll be nice to be able to see. Oh, right, wrong box. Okay, so it looks like there was some uncommitted stuff here. Oh, I didn't even commit this, did I? That's okay. Okay, so here is our run. And we're going to have to start adding some prints, I believe. Just because I don't think there's a good way to debug this outside of that. Like you can't really run the debugger nicely through Python and C. Huh. Okay, so basically what's happening here is that Radiant should never win. Because for Radiant to win, the model has to learn enough to beat the scripted opponent, and like that's simply not going to happen in this tiny little amount of training data here. Could probably just put the MOBA up here, so in case anybody's new, they can see what this is. So here's our MOBA. We can just, let's see, watch who's cool to watch. Yeah, so here we have like MOBA agents, right? Go. Do I just want to print out the tower states? Okay, so we print the tower states. What else do we print? Levels, maybe? Okay, so I'm a little concerned how long this might take. Specs double gets int. I. Is there no get tower? There no. I thought I had one of these. Oh, tower offset. Yeah, there we go. And then we just do tower health. Like this. Is it percent %D? Oh, no, this is F. There we go. I'm gonna have to mess with some configs here. Maybe not. Maybe if I just do 1 and 1 like this. MOBA mode train back native. Okay. So again, Radiant should never win. Okay, so that's incredibly fast. So Dire wins a lot. That's expected. So this is 0 here. Ah. Okay. So here we get our first Radiant victory. where according to this, this looks like a legitimate victory, where Radiant has actually done well here. But this doesn't make any sense. This only took 10 million steps as well. Okay, how could this happen? Am I somehow calling the scripted policy okay, M script opponents and PID is greater than or equal to 5. This is where it gets scripted. How does this happen here? There's no randomizing of teams or anything weird. Does this get called? It's kind of weird that this appears to get called. I mean, is it possible that the towers just got such low HP that the minions took them? But no, because you see right here, it says that they have very high levels as well. I don't see how you would have high levels. Okay, let's just comment this, and let's see if that changes anything. I don't think so, though. How did they get level 30? Why does Dire only have 9 towers? There's the inhib towers or whatever, right? We'll see if we still hit it. Welcome, YouTube folks. We're currently trying to figure out what's wrong with these experiments on this MOBA. Essentially, the opponent should be way stronger than our agent, and there's something weird with like the way, I don't know, it's training or something that like there's just no way that I believe that the agent is trained to be this good this quickly. And when I load it up, it looks stupid. Maybe I should log their position as well. There. player level. Why I mess up? Int. Oh no, the level's an int, right? Position's continuous. Let's see if they're actually at the enemy ancient when they win the game. Check the Discord in the meantime. I don't know about this. This kind of fundamentally doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Okay, so here. Wait, so player 0. This is X comma Y, right? This is like at the enemy ancient then. This is at the enemy ancient. And then player 5 is at our ancient almost. This is so weird. I mean, none of the other... Oh, no, this one is too. We have 2 players. They're, like, at the enemy ancient here. How is it possible? Is this, like, crazy long episode length? Why does my autocomplete not work? Okay, there's another option here as well. If we just set the learning rate to... We'll set the learning rate to 0. Basically confirms that there's something screwy, right? Because if it's not even going to learn, there's no way a random agent is going to beat this, like, scripted boss. I mean, really, the only thing I can think of is somehow the scripted bots are either getting stuck or... I mean, it's got to be that somehow we're calling the script on all the players or something like that. Okay, no. So here, with no learning, in 4,500 ticks, so only a few minutes of play. I think it's meant to be like 10 ticks per second or 5 ticks per second. Not a crazy game length. They're winning. And you see you have a level 20 agent here, which seems very unlikely to me. Very, very unlikely. This is where we do the scripted AI, right here. There's just no way. Right? Like, there's just no way. Okay. This is getting called. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How are these things getting levels? It shouldn't even matter if they're getting levels, though, because they shouldn't even be able to go to the enemy ancient, right? I mean, like, even in 4,000 steps, they're not going to just meander over to the enemy ancient. That's not going to happen. I'm going to do this shit. See what happens. Now they're not even moving. Excuse me. Okay, that's kind of silly. Unused variable should not be an error. Pedantic. So now there should literally be no way for them to win, because they're not even moving. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen any, It's so weird because it does seem like it's legitimately winning the game, but that just shouldn't be possible. Can you even do this? This is not gonna work. Okay, we gotta do it this way. Think what other information I would want. Maybe when they take the ancient. It's just bizarre because it seems like legit victory. And there's just no way, right? I wonder if there's... No, there can't be like a glitch that's letting you hit it from across the map, because like lots of towers are taken at scope. Man, what could this be then? I mean, we have all the evidence here. We got towers. Like, can I see, where like the tower, where's the tower data? Okay, so Team 0 towers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, these towers here are taken, right? These towers are all taken. And then it's, wait, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, and then this tower is the first one on the enemy that's team that's taken, and these are good. And this one is taken, and these ones are good. So wait, taken, good, taken, good. Taken. And then 18. Like the last few towers. This is Team 0's Radiant. Ancient. Taken. 1. This is an inhib. Well, there's no rule that you have to take. Okay. But then, like, Tower 12 here, which is the 13th. Man. Okay, and if we look at the enemy, the Radiant, it's at this one, right? Yeah. So it's at 107, 26. You can see that this player is right by the Ancient. So it's actually there in place to be able to do something about it, to actually fight. And what did we say it is? 1, 2, 3. The Radiant tank should be. Yeah. So our tank has taken their Ancient. Our tank is level 27. Their tank is level 26. It's at 105.23. Welcome. How's it going, Ron? Ruan? Bad with names. 19106. YouTube might have eaten your message as well. Sometimes it eats messages. If you don't see your message pop up here, I don't see it. 26. Wait, 20. Oh, wait, did I do this wrong? Hold on. Question incoming soon. 6. Here. 26. Okay, yeah, this is good. And then Tower Y. So 106. So there are actually a whole bunch of them here, and then wait, Tower X 19. Oh. Yeah, look, it's glitched. You see this? I figured it out. Well, I figured out what's happening. I don't know why yet. But basically, the entire enemy team is at our base, but they can't kill it for some reason. So their entire team is there wailing on our base. They've taken all of our towers. Pretty sure all the towers, right? Yeah, they've taken all of our towers, except for the Ancient, and they can't take it for some reason. And then our guys are all over the map, and somehow this guy meandered far enough over. Probably by farming them. Want to add moral env to Puffer called Robotics Warehouse. Doesn't use petting zoo, multi-agent gym API, ops and actions, or 2D numpy arrays. Yeah, that's totally fine. So, that's what we do anyways. Like, would this be doable? Yeah, of course. Do you think I can expect any speed ups? Yeah, it depends. Oh, you're happy to make a PR. Oh, cool. The open source env. Even better. Yeah, so what you'd want to look at is you're going to want to look at our dev branch. I mean, multi-agent environment with like a fast API. I mean, here's one that's pretty darn complex that runs 1,000,000 steps per second, right? All of our M's are like this. And we have them all in this format as well, right? Here's multi-agent snake. We've got lots of things like this. So what you're going to want to do for this, and there aren't really docs on this yet because this is part of the next update. It's in dev at the moment. You're going to go PufferLib environments, and then Ocean is our first-party set of environments. And there are lots of nice examples here. So let me think of a good one to give you. Multi-agent. I could even give you like the MOBA as an example. There's just like, there are a bunch of extra things in here. Let me put you in Snake first. We have some extra files, like I need to get rid of the old Python ones or whatever. But here, if I go to snake.py, nope, sorry, csnake.py, new version. Here you can see this is a little tiny wrapper, and pretty much all you have to do is define single obs and action spaces, so the obs and action space per agent like this. And then what this does is this is going to give you data buffers that's like the same format that you're expecting, like, NumPy, observations, and actions. Except that if you run this with vectorization, this will be in shared memory for you. So that will give you a big speed up because you avoid an extra copy on everything. And you get self-observations, actions, rewards, whatever. And you just run your sim to write directly into these buffers. We do this with... We do this with C or Python usually. So here is our Python bind layer. This is what we pass to. You can see here are all the M's being created. Yeah, YouTube swallowing messages. You can either post on Discord or on Twitch, because I'm also live on Twitch. But briefly, let me finish explaining here. So, like, this is where we're passing in slices of those NumPy arrays that you're using for observations. And then we're doing simulation directly into those shared arrays. And so you have like a fully worked code example of that here, and several of them in the Ocean directory generally. So if your sim is fast, you can go really, really fast with Puffer because you don't get held up by Gym or, Gymnasium, Petting Zoo, any of the janky like dictionary processing and stuff that they have there. That's generally I mean, we get like 1,000,000 steps per second train on some of our M's. Oh, you know what we should do with this? Post the tower locations. YouTube not allowing me? Link it in the Discord. Discord.gg/puffer. I'll take a look at it on stream. Good snake for sure. Yeah, you just link it in the Discord and I'll open it up on stream and maybe I can give you some pointers. It's literally just discord.gg/puffer. Oops, chair's in the way. Literally just that. Incoming. I'll run this in the meantime. I bet you the tower's getting pulled. We've got a rather nice little Discord server here going with Puffer people. 136 online, and where's the total? Another 580 offline. Can I share in general? Yeah, you can post links. We don't have weird rules. You can just do stuff. I don't even have YouTube set up to filter. It just does it automatically, and I can't figure out how to turn that off. Okay, so Tower 23 is at 106.19. Is this where it starts? Yeah, no worries. Okay, so this is the original position of the tower. The tower didn't get moved somehow. What about the waypoint? What's the waypoint? I'm looking at it. Oh, cool. Yeah, this would be great. This is tiny. Oh yeah, this is a perfect fit. What's this written in? Is this numpyified? Reward is sparse, cooperative, yeah. Huh. Interesting. So, okay, do you know how fast this is, roughly? Hello, Frodo. Was my hair that much of a mess? Not exactly a hobbit here. No, sadly not. Well, time it, right? So okay. It depends how much you want to get into this. This is actually like a match made in heaven for PufferLib. So if you want to just port this over to use our Python API, you will remove all of the bottlenecks of gymnasium or petting zoo vectorization, and you will get like a linear speed up with more cores. If you then want to push this into Python or C, I'm confident you can have this thing training at 1,000,000 steps per second on a single GPU. There's absolutely no reason you can't have this thing training at 1,000,000 steps per second. It'll probably end up being this length or shorter in just native C. Yeah. So up to you how much investment you want to put in for that. But if this is something that you'd be interested in, I'd be more than happy to advise and point you in the right direction. And even I could even get potentially a couple additional people from the Discord who might want to help you on this. I mean, you found like an ideal use case for Puffer, and I would be very happy to support this project because this is like a very nice industry adjacent thing. Only stipulation is it's got to be open source, and if you want like full Puffer support on it, just like we get to chuck it on the website as a demo at the end. Lowest friction way to use your vectorization. So initially, it kind of depends on whether this thing, it says it's a GymEnv, but it depends whether it is actually a GymEnv or not, right? So the lowest performance way to use Puffer, um, is to just like wrap an existing gymnasium env with pufferlib dot emulation dot gymnasium puffer env. That's gonna be like the lowest perf. After that, it's you use in our dev branch, you use our new like native version, and you just like match the Python up to what we have there. That'll get you a substantial perf over Gymnasium. And then after that, you push to Python or C, and that's like 50 to 100 times faster with Gym's yeah, but Gym's vectorization sucks is the problem. I don't know. Have you seen the paper? So like this is kind of how we got PufferLib off the ground. is just by beating gym vectorization by a huge margin. I mean, numbers here, right? Flattening ob, so I lost the agent dimension. Oh, no. You do... Wait, you lost the agent dimension. Okay, so the way that that wrapper works... Let me explain this. Hold on. Let me explain this to you. Whatever. Okay, so the way that this wrapper works... Thank you. So, like, you have some agents that have observations. Now, if they're already flattened, then they should look like this, right? Where you have observations per agent. And then a single environment is going to give you a bunch of observations like this. And then you are going to stack together multiple environments. Oops. You're going to stack together multiple environments. And you just get like a two-dimensional array. Okay? So this is like the standard of if you want to have everything be flattened, like this. Now, this doesn't support structured data, right? So when you actually have structured data, what you end up having is, in a multi-agent environment, right, you have like, I don't know, like X, Y, whatever. You have like dictionary obs. And what Puffer does is it will flatten these. You are correct. It will flatten these, so you just get like a single flat array. But the thing is, we give you a function to undo it. Yeah, so the reason that it's doing that is because, oh, it's... So that's actually, okay, that's their fault. That's not my fault. Let me tell you how to fix that. So Gym is not a multi-agent API. You cannot do multi-agent observations with Gym. So when they say this is a GymEnv, that is a lie. We do have multi-agent support. You just need to use the other wrapper and match the petting zoo API instead of the Gym API. This is why RL is such a mess, because like everybody abuses these APIs and like it defeats the point. So this is our gymnasium puffer env, right? This is what you were using. Well, in the same file, same thing, we have a petting zoo puffer env, right? And this is for multi-agents. Now, because this uses the petting zoo API, they do a bunch of stuff with dictionaries and whatnot that's slow. It's slow on the order of like you get tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of steps per second. You don't get millions. It's not crazy slow. You'll still get tens of thousands, right? And like the thing that's slow is not our wrapper. It's petting zoo. So you use this. This will get you what you need, and then the only thing that you have to do, agent obs to agent times obs. This will get you agent comma obs. I don't know if you have structured observations, but if you do have structured observations that need to be unpacked in forward pass, we handle this as well. This is one of the core things that PufferLib is good at. Let me see if we can find you an example here. I don't know if we've maintained NetHack very well, but like if you look at this NetHack thing, this is a good example. You just call nativize tensor, and you just make sure that you save this D-type thing from your environment, and this will let you unpack and recover structured observations if needed. So that's the deal with this stuff. Let me know how that goes, and if you run into any trouble, you can ask me here or on Discord. Write a wrapper that takes the fake GymEnv to petting zoo env and then use PufferLib's wrapper. Yeah, that's going to be the quickest way to get just something working, and then you can see how fast that is and see if it works for you. I think generally, though, depending on what your objectives are here, you could make this thing just like a hilariously fast. You could make this thing hilariously fast. Like if you actually implemented this the way that I would do it with Puffer Native, I can almost guarantee you that you solve that environment in like a minute. You'll just solve the whole environment in a minute. Yeah, so let me know how that goes. And I mean, if this is for research, I will tell you that the other cool advantage of making it like actually fast enough and putting it to low level is you get it put it on web really easily. So yeah, do low friction first, but afterwards, like, you get to make cool demos like this, right? Where you get to just put your agents online and like now we get to watch the agent play the game. So it's fun. No JavaScript required. How exactly is Puffer native interface so much faster than GimEnv, ignoring vectorization? I understand how Puffer vecEnv is faster. 100, wait, hold on. One sec, Captain. 100% for research works well. I happen to make a PR now to Puffer. Thanks for feedback. Absolutely. So how exactly is Puffer native interface so much faster than GimEnv, ignoring vectorization? Well, you can't really ignore vectorization because the thing is it's co-optimized to be extra fast with PufferLib's vectorization, if that makes sense. So like, if I were going to do this MOBA-env as just like, let's say I were just going to make it a GimEnv, right? So first of all, I would have the loop over environments per process. It would be in Python instead of in C. So we have like 200 environments run single-threaded serially in that one process that's all in C. Second of all, the data buffers that are used for observations and stuff, those get passed in from Python. So the environment is actually computing observations directly into shared memory, which saves you an additional copy. And then on top of that, there's several other places when you do go through vectorization that we save you a bunch of other copy operations. So some of the optimizations from the vecEnv, some of the optimization is from our native API, and then there's a lot of co-optimization to make both of those things very, very fast when you use them together. Can get even faster as well. I haven't even started looking at vectorization in pure C yet. Puffer CVec. Someday. Will happen someday. Makes sense using PyBoy with Python to compute features and rewards. Wondering why Vec zero copy wasn't doing much. Well, that's not it. So zero copy is a specific thing. The reason zero copy is not doing a ton for you is because your environment is slow. So zero copy is specifically intended for environments that have like gigantic observations and are very fast. What it does is it, instead of waiting for the fastest env and like returning you the first env as soon as it completes, what it does is it waits for a contiguous block of environments in memory to be ready all at the same time in order to save you an additional copy. So it's a very niche thing. It's really cool when it works, but it's very niche. It's not just going to always work. It's one of 4 different pathways in the vector code, though. Like, there's several different settings in vecEnv that are like, can be automatically tuned based on your workload. It's pretty nice. Got a few folks on Twitch today. Welcome. Also, if anyone watching, if you have not started the repo yet, just Please give it a star. We're really close to 1200 this round. It really helps me out a ton. It's free. I work on this full time for free. That's all I ask. It helps out a ton. More eyes on Puffer, more contributors, more bug fixes, more growth, that sort of a thing. These guys should be in range of the enemy ancient. Why aren't they hitting it? It's on max health. So what do? Exclude friendlies. Exclude hostiles. This looks good to me. Side note, is it possible to have a well-performing, healthy run? Explain variance set to 0 the entire run. Um... 0. What does that mean? I actually haven't thought about explained variance in a while. One minus the variance between y true minus y pred divided by what does this evaluate to if that does strike me as weird. I don't actually use this variable very often. Let's see what it is for like my MOBA. Where is it? Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever seen like entirely 0 explained variance. That's a new one. That's weird. We're using LSTMs as well. Do you have other variable graphs? Like, you can just link me the WandB. Oh, yeah, exactly. Just link me WandB is easy. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're doing Mario. Okay, this is awesome. I've actually wanted to see Mario in Done with Puffer for quite a while, so nice job with that. If you're down to PR the at least like the environment binding when you're done, that would be awesome. We can't put something like this on the web, I don't think, because it runs Python, but interesting curves. That's weird. Yeah, this clip frac is bad, man. This clip frac is bad. Let me check. You're probably logging parameters. Yeah, entropy very low. Yeah, this is jank. 80 mil. This reward is insane. This reward is like not scaled reasonably. This is an insane reward. Yeah, probably I should have just sat down with you and looked at this thing a while ago. Okay, this is a gigantic network. Does not need to be this big. Running mean. This is fine. Okay, yeah, this net is huge. There's no way it needs to be. Negative 30 is probably too much. If this is getting negative 30 times negative 10, this is just insane. You never need to have rewards above like 5 or 10, something like that. This is a tiny embedding dim. Pause multiple. Make sure your obs are normalized reasonably. You usually want obs between like -1 and 1 or whatever, and that doesn't mean to like subtract mean out or anything. It just means like, you know, divide by the max or whatever if they have a crazy high max. Yeah, this is a pretty sizable network you've got. You've got rewards that I can just see are not scaled reasonably. These are just like way too big. Yeah, good batch size. Nice big batches. But do you need... Hold on, do these batches make sense for what you're doing? Because your env is probably pretty slow, right? 6K? It's a pretty big batch for something that slow. I guess you have a really long time horizon. Yeah, that's about what you expect out of PieBoy. Unfortunately, very slow. Num M's and stuff. Why don't I see like num M's in here? Am I just blind? How many parallel M's is this? I don't see it here. In here. Oh, okay. 120 M's split across 24 workers. I'm surprised that's even divisible. Is that divisible? Whatever. M batch size of 30. So 120. I don't know if you've messed with batch sizes being different. I would suspect that you can reduce this substantially. It might be useful to have a batch size this big, I don't know. But the thing that you're doing here that's weird. So you're running 6 update epochs, okay? With a mini batch size of 4096 and a batch size of 131. So the math that you want to do here, this is the math that you're missing. Okay, 2 to 17, right? Divide by, was it 4096 was the mini batch? Okay, so 32 times 6, you're running 192 updates on the same data. And then, let me see. Yeah, that's the main thing, is you're running so many updates on the same data that you're diverging the policy. And you're doing that in combination with having very high scaled rewards. So that's what you got to look at. You got to do you got to tweak these things and do some short runs and not have your graphs looking like this. Hyperparam sweep, carbs compute batch size, so mini batch. Yeah, so the thing is that carbs will find stuff like this where, like, it'll find stuff that doesn't scale, essentially. This is what I do to transform, okay. It'll find stuff that doesn't scale. Like, it'll find, like, these very aggressive hyperparameter settings where, like, if you keep running it, the policy will collapse. I see. This might be okay. Yeah, this might be okay. I don't know. Some people do this and say it really helps. I've also seen people where in the past it's kind of bitten them. Maybe it's fine. Like you can see here that by 80 million steps, you're like 70% of your updates now you're clipping. Well, yeah, raw rewards are not working because they're too big. Like you've got gigantic rewards. You need to like somehow, somewhat fix the scale a little bit. I mean, but like I don't know how this is. Is this the policy that you trained? I mean, this looks like it's actually doing stuff, which is cool. I mean, this looks good. These are so unstable, though. And you can see that the policy crashes here. Is this it? Yeah, policy crashes over here. Do you have train curves here? Let's see. Yeah, look, you're crashing here. Working on. So look, right here, you see? You're training well, and then it crashes. So the exact thing that I told you. Right? You're training well, and then around here, look, it starts diverging. You see? Because of the aggressive settings. So the aggressive settings get you to clear the first part very well, and then the training crashes because these are very aggressive settings that are not going to be stable over a longer run. So there's your problem. If you want carbs to do something less insane, you can take stuff like the batch and mini batch size and clip values out of the param sweep and just sweep like the more important, like learn rate, gamma, JE, lambda, those params. Don't want to suggest many. It depends on your objective, right? So the reason that this is bad for your environment specifically is because you have a long running environment where you're trying to get like, better and better runs over a very long span of time. So you probably want to take out stuff like the clip coefficients and things that are you're going to want to take away its ability to make very aggressive suggestions that aren't going to hold up for very long. You can just take you can take the clip coefficients out. You can probably take like the mini batch and batch size out. You can just set those yourself. If you're looking for like a sane starting point for like update epochs and stuff, generally I will do I'll do like 4 mini batches per batch, so like mini batch size equal batch size over 4 if that fits in memory. And then update epochs will always be 1 if the environment is fast, and then maybe it'll be as high as like 4 if the environment is slow. That's usually what I start with. Here you go. That should help. If you just do that, that should help. Thanks, Stefan. Open the pup report once it's stable. Yeah. I mean, it should just be like the binding and wrapper and stuff like we did for Pokemon. It can't really. I wish we could put stuff like this on the website, but kind of can't. You can put GIFs on the website is about all you can do. You can't put like the full env online, which sucks. Wait, hold on. Does this thing have a speed buff on it? Okay, the tower has a speed buff on it. That looks like a bug. Oh, wait. Okay, so this one is wrong. This logging thing is wrong. Okay, so this tower logging is fixed. That wasn't the bug, though. They've got to just not be hitting the tower, right? What's this? Okay, so this is the neutral. So they're gonna scan. And even put a continue here, right? What if we just screw it and do this for now? Terrible code. It worked, though. See if this does anything. It's definitely something with the way that stuff's targeting. Oops. Got some messages to reply to real quick. Let's see how that goes. Oh, yeah, so still bugs. Reply to a message real quick. Message or two. You get some weird DMs. That's the random message requests when I'm going through my more normal ones. Okay, so here still didn't do anything. Oh, you know what this is, I bet? I bet this is the waypoint being slightly off. That's all this is. How do we fix that? Do I just edit the waypoints, actually? $22. I pulled these out of the, Okay, I think I see what's happening. But I pulled these out of the original code. So it doesn't really make sense to me why. Oh, because in addition to the waypoints, there's also the targeting stuff, right? But that should work for this as well. Scan AOE. Why doesn't it walk to the ancient? Doesn't it walk to the ancient? Does it not scan in a big enough range? Scan AoE. They have 5 vision. That should be fine. Maybe it's this thing. Wait, waypoints of lane. The heck is this? Oh, 20 by 2. They're 20 waypoints, right? Or are there a different number of waypoints? Isn't this not a bounce? No, because it's... Hold on, is it initialization thing? Okay, so yeah, probably it's probably this. So I need to count these things then, don't I? Waypoint N. Six. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. 14. Ten. Is that 13? I mean, I should just copy this, right? just do. Okay, so I was right that the waypoints are a bit weird. And 13, 9, 9, and 12. There we go. Don't I have the same thing with neutrals? No, this is the only one that has waypoints. Alright. We will see if that does anything. Oof. If that actually does it, that's a hard one. Why does Dyer have 0 towers alive? Damn. Okay, that didn't fix it. Well, we'll see why not. At the very least. Open with our logs. It's weird. Kind of weird that this doesn't just instantly fix it, actually. Kind of weird. Did I forget to run setup.py? No, I didn't. There's gotta be something with this. Right? Okay, what if I change this to 2? Then it should be really obvious, right? Because, like, then it shouldn't even get to the ancient. Let's see about that. Hold on a second. Alright. Might end this early. We'll see. We are going to fix this today, but I don't know. I'm going to probably have to split this stream because I got some stuff going on in a bit. Okay, so this actually now shows the waypoints properly. It doesn't even get to the ancient now, right? This should be fine. Well, that's some syntax right there. Okay, so waypoint 8. It's got 102.24. Right, 102.24. And then the ancient is at what? 107. No, it's 19.106. Is this just out of vision range? I don't think so. Not just out of vision range, right? Oops. I'm gonna try again with creep vision. Let's give him some bigger creep vision. Yeah, you get to see very far creeps. Might actually seg Faultus, we'll see. Invalid target. It's not actually invalid, it's just like L2. 18. Come on, set up. There we go. Segfault. As I anticipated. Obnoxious segfault. I know why it's segfault. It's still obnoxious. I mean, this could really be the reason here, right? Okay, that's something. What do we think? Do we still get errors? No, we still have this. We still have this bug. Let's see why. Nearest scanned target. It should be scanning the tower. I can only assume it's not scanning the tower. It's like 104.22, where this thing is. Like, look, 104.22. 104.20, 103.22. Yeah, they're just on these waypoints. They're like stuck to their waypoints. Wait, what? Oh no, this is fine. Think about this. Okay, so there's no problem scanning towers, it seems. Did I mess up something with the ancient specifically? Like, what the heck is this? Oh, this is the pathing, that's fine. Did some manual loop shenanigans. Oh. Where did we do the towers? Oh yeah, here they are. Do we not set team here? No, we do set team. Including for the ancient, right? Because we do all the ancient, we do the ancient together now with it. That's bizarre then. This should be fine. What's it? Target. Tier. Okay, this is what we're gonna have to do with it. Is we're just gonna basically have to figure out why it's not like going to the tower. And at least we figured out what's wrong with this thing today. Holy. Okay. Well, we figured out what's wrong with this thing today. I haven't fixed it yet. I gotta go do a couple things because I've got some meetings in a bit. But yeah, maybe back in the evening on this, hopefully. If not, solve it tomorrow. And we'll get the MOBA thing training. And that's pretty much what we need to ship this ENV, is just to have a decent trained agent on this. Maybe some perf enhancements as well. Anyways, shorter stream for now. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to support the project for free, feed the Puffer a star. Puffer like stars. Helps us out a whole ton. Other than that, you can join the Discord, discord.gg/puffer, or follow my X, follow me on X, where I post lots of stuff about reinforcement learning. That is at jsuarez5341. Thanks all, and see you around.